On a damp evening, with the sound of light rain pattering against the pavement, Watanabe and Naoko met at a small, dimly lit bar to celebrate her birthday. The warmth of the place stood in stark contrast to the cold outside, and the faint hum of conversation from other patrons created a cocoon of intimacy that seemed to insulate them from the rest of the world. Naoko had chosen the spot, a quiet corner of the city where she felt comfortable, where the noise of life didn't seem so overwhelming. Watanabe watched her as she sipped her wine, her hands wrapped delicately around the glass. There was something fragile, yet determined about her that evening. She wore a faint smile, but her eyes carried a weight that even the dim light couldn't conceal. It was a smile that didn't quite reach her soul, a mask of sorts, one that Watanabe recognized from his own experiences. They spoke in low voices at first, exchanging small talk about the rain, the music playing faintly in the background, and the food they had ordered. But as the evening progressed, the conversation turned quieter, heavier. Watanabe could sense that Naoko was on the edge of something, as if she were carrying a secret that threatened to spill over. He didn't press her, knowing instinctively that she needed to find her own time to speak. Finally, after a long silence, Naoko broke the tension. Her voice was soft but steady, each word carefully chosen, as if she were afraid of breaking the fragile moment they shared. "I miss him, she said, her gaze fixed on the candle flickering between them. Watanabe didn't need to ask who she meant. Kizuki's name wasn't spoken often between them, but his presence lingered in every corner of their relationship. "I think about him all the time," she continued. "I think about what I could have done differently. If I had noticed something, said something, maybe he'd still be here." Her words came out in a rush now, as though a dam had broken inside her. Watanabe listened, his heart tightening with each sentence. He wanted to comfort her, to tell her that it wasn't her fault, but he also knew that these were wounds too deep for simple reassurances to heal. Naoko looked up at him then, her eyes glistening with unshed tears. "I feel like I've been walking in the dark ever since he left. I can't find my way back, Watanabe. I'm trying, but I don't know how." Watanabe reached across the table, his hand hesitating for a moment before resting on hers. It was a small gesture, but one that carried all the understanding he couldn't put into words. "You don't have to do it alone," he said quietly. Naoko gave him a faint, fleeting smile, and for a moment, it seemed as though the heaviness between them might lift. But the night had other plans. Later, as they walked through the rain-soaked streets, Naoko stopped suddenly.